The cut songs are not canon. They never happened. So if something happens in a cut song and it's wild and it's wacky, it didn't happen.
Epic fans, I just watched every video that Jay has ever posted on his TikTok account from 2021 to 2026 to find every epic cut song. I have found a total of 29 songs. Now, Jay says that there are more songs.
This list alone has 64 items. And this is just what I found on the preliminary search. There's bound to be more.
A lot of these songs are either backstory, abandoned story plots, or introduce characters that didn't make the final cut. So let's break down every epic cut song, and we'll end the video by picking which one should have been included in the saga. Disclaimer: by epic cut song, I mean a song that was not included in the final musical, not a different variation of a song that was included in the saga. For example,
just man who's fighting for his life, longs to see his wife, I long to see my family, I long to see Penelope. I'm just a man who's fighting for his life. Deep down I would trade the world to see my son and wife. I'm just a man.
the original Full Speed Ahead had an exposition rap at the beginning and at the end by Athena. I'm guessing Athena was supposed to be a narrator throughout the musical. I'm glad that these were cut because the songs do a good job at telling the story without the aid of a narrator. But I'm also not gonna lie, Athena does have some sick bars.
There once was a man, cunning man running through the sky and the sands, in the land of gods and monsters, sought to see his family prosper at any and all costs, and through the process he became dauntless. Now he's remembered forever for his endeavors, and all he ever lived was the life of a legend, a life that was epic. We're up, we're off, and away we go. And so begins the glorious tale, historian's tale about a more notorious male. Historian tales failures and glory and trails, immortals who sail around to hell and back to prevail. I'll unveil what I know right off the top of my head. Most of these sorry souls are gonna end up dead. So as you hold on to the mast, I must ask, are you prepared? Cause here every corner's a warning to beware.
This was one of the first songs that Jay used to promote Epic. It's a song that was definitely going to be part of Epic, but was cut at the end and replaced with Open Arms. If I'm honest with you, Open Arms is a better song, but I still have love for this one. It does do a better job at fleshing out the friendship between Polites and Odysseus. However, it also does sound like a love song, as if Polites is in love with Odie. I mean,
do you remember when we would run through the forest looking for the largest threat? Well, you would run, I would follow.
Oh, I remember the thrill and the fun.
Until the day we found that giant boar's den.
That was terrifying.
We were rather young, and I was oh so scared. I saw him lunge and I stared.
You tried to move, but your muscles wouldn't give.
But then you jumped right in his way. You forced the boar down and saved the day.
I only took the blow so you could live.
Whoa, and hey there friend, don't forget that even when the sun has set, hanging in your heart, I'm always there. And hey there friend, can't you see, no matter what, it's you and me. So when you need a hand or when you're scared, just let me be your light. Let me be the stars you see at night. Let me be the arms that hold you tight. When life gets hard, or when you're lost in the dark, let me be your light. Let me be your light. Let me be your light.
Man of of the House serves as a backstory of a young Odie and his father, him becoming a young king due to his father's failing health, and him meeting Penelope. Now, although backstory can be good, this song just wouldn't fit the structure and pacing of Epic. And besides, they do add necessary young Odie backstory in Warrior of the Mind.
When I turned 9, my dad pulled me aside and said, son, I'm going insane. I'm losing my mind, don't have too much time, and soon you'll take over my reign. Your cunningness will make you tough, cause bravery is not enough. I could tell his time was getting shorter, his voice was getting weaker, he could barely speak. And all I could think was, where is he? Where is the man who was larger than life? Where is he? Where is the man who was sharp as a knife? Cause in my darkest days, the pain was so dry. Time is bleeding, it's running out. Time to be the man of the house. At the age of 13, I became the third king of Ithaca and did it with pride. The years passed by and it clearly was time for me to find a faithful bride. Everybody wanted Helen of Sparta, I wanted someone smarter. Part of a family tree was the girl for me, a girl I would give the world to see. She made every heart in our vicinity soar, felt like infinity roar. She was the first thing I had an affinity for. She's what I saved my virginity for. Oh, she was the cleverest girl I'd ever seen. Articulate, serene, the wittiness of my dreams. I wanted to scream, and long before we had a chance to meet, I knew we were thinking the same thing. We were wondering, where is he? Where is the man who left you to wife? Where is he? Where is the man with whom you'll spend your life? Cause in my darkest days, Penelope is my drive.
This was another Young Odie song. In the original draft, Young Odie sings this song to a character that was removed called Erechlia, his wetness. The song would later be reworked into the well-known legendary for Telemachus.
I wanna be remembered, I wanna live forever. I want the world to know my name long after I'm gone. I wanna be a legend, I wanna be a myth, cause this is how they won't forget me in the end. I wanna be a legend. I know life and fate are scary, but I wanna be legendary.
It seems that Jay wanted to do more with the Cyclops outside of their brief cameo. It also seems like they were blocking Odie and his men outside of the cave.
You should steer clear of this path if you think we fear Zeus's wrath.
This was the original Polyphemus song, and it does convey that Polyphemus is a scary foe. However, it's too much of a bop. I prefer the epic version.
And he was like, demons, you don't know what mean is. Mess with Polyphemus, see this world turn red. Strangers, you don't know the danger. I present when angered, I will have your heads. Demons, look how hurt my sheep is. You cut him to pieces, he is dead. Demons, you don't know what mean is. Mess with Polyphemus, things turn red. Blood, guts, mud, husks, bones, flesh, corpses, death.
This song was supposed to take part in the Calypso saga. I guess Jay wanted to expand Odie's 7-year trap in Calypso's island. He possibly wanted to include Calypso's assault of Odie. Yep, it gets that dark. But Jay opted for the tragic, unrequited love angle. In this song, Odie tries to lure Calypso in a possible escape attempt, or he was trying to kill her, only to realize that he can't. ultimately I do prefer the two Calypso songs that are in Epic, especially I'm Not Sorry for Loving You.
Calypso, my darling, I know that my attitude each year's been so jarring. I spent my time mad at you while you've been so charming. Suddenly my appetite has changed. I'm starving for more than just a meal tonight. So wait for me, precious, back where you have dreamt of us, and lay where your bed is. I'll be just a moment while I go and get ready. Don't get impatient, there's no time to spare. I think love is in the air.
This is another cut Calypso song that was supposed to follow God's Game. This was supposed to be in the place of I'm Not Sorry for Loving You. It's a great song, but it doesn't hold a candle to I'm Not Sorry for Loving You. So it was a good call to remove it.
There's literally one song in here where Hermes shows up and just friggin' speed blitzes Calypso, and Calypso's just like on the floor after like, don't leave me, this is just like, I'm sorry. That never happened in Epic, but it does happen in that cut song.
Once a day, for 7 years I waited here while you walked along the shoreline. You said you went to clear your mind in the afternoons, so I assumed you wanted room to be by the sea for privacy. But now I see you lied to me after everything we've been through, the walks and the late night talks we're into. Now I know that I don't mean a thing to you. This is why I won't be seen by you, even though I stuck around, even when your world was falling down. I have done so much for you. Why can't you just love me too?
Wait! Get behind me. We're not alone.
What?
You thought I wouldn't notice you sneaking. Hermes.
I wanted to use discretion to get this done, but this is a lot more fun. I've got a royal message straight from the king of gods. You must release this man and allow him to depart.
But I love him, and I know he won't survive alone at sea. You won't touch him without getting through me.
As you please. Calypso! Whoa. Calypso.
Please don't leave me.
Calypso. If you want to leave, then now is your only chance.
Stay.
I won't return.
Stay. Please don't leave me.
Forgive please. If I stay, it'll all have been in vain. If I stay, it'll all have been in vain.
Trick is another cut song from the Calypso saga. It's not clear who Odie is talking to or who he's suspecting of tricking him. It could either be Calypso or Hermes. Now, to figure out this, context is important. If we are going according to the logic of the song Belong to You, then Odie would be asking Hermes since he comes to rescue him. If we are going by the logic of I'm Not Sorry for Loving You, then he'd be asking Calypso. He'd obviously be skeptical of her willingness to let him go after so many years.
Is this some kind of trick? Pretending I know, because if so, you're sick. My heart's already broken. I'm tired of this, and I run out of sympathy.
I was very fascinated by the portrayal of Hermes in Hadestown, and so I thought it would be kind of cool if I made my Hermes like the young version of that Hermes. And of course, it didn't work out. I decided to make this Hermes specific to Epic, but the idea was still kind of fun.
So, you're going down to Circe's, the witch herself. Lady like that got power enough to put you through hell. She got tons of magic running up her sleeve. And if she get her hands on you, my man, you may never leave. Cause oh, she not a player, she a puppeteer, controlling everybody who comes too near. I said no, she not a player, she a puppeteer, controlling everybody who comes too near. I said no, she not a player, she a puppeteer, controlling everybody who comes too near. Thou shalt not employ a puppeteer, controlling everybody who comes too near. Instead,
This was the original Areola song before Keep Your Friends Close. Now, I obviously prefer Keep Your Friends Close, but this one is also a pop.
welcome to my island, welcome to my home, welcome to the greatest floating place I've ever known. Welcome to my kingdom, welcome to my throne. It's not very often we get visitors here, so welcome to my island, welcome to my home. Tell me where you're headed and I'll get you where you need to go. Welcome to my kingdom, welcome to my throne. How can I serve the great Odysseus of Ithaca? Oh yes I know, oh, how could I not know the man who ended the Trojan War? Oh yes, I'll get you where you need to go. I just go like ba, 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 ba. And get you where you need to go. I just go like ba, 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 ba. I'm not sure I understand. Oh man, first you get hit by the north wind, then you get a storm from the south. The east winds steers you off course, but the west wind's your best bet out. I put all the winds in a bag except for the wind that'll take you home. So long as you don't open this bag, those winds are trapped and you're good to go. Ba, 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 ba. I'll get you where you need to go. I just go like ba, 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 ba. Don't open this bag till you reach your home. Be safe, Odysseus of Ithaca. It was nice to meet you. Goodbye.
Wisdom, or as some also call it, Ocean in My Eyes. This is a song that I'm sad was cut. I think it's a beautiful song that adds depth to Telemachus and his conflict with taking a life. It was probably supposed to take place during or after Fight Little Wolf, or one could argue that it was supposed to take place during the Odysseus song, after the suitors refused to surrender and started attacking him.
How do you do it? How do you cope? How do you turn off the light inside and turn your heart cold? My bow is ready, arrow is drawn. Even if I were to shoot them now, how would I go on? Every moment breaks my heart, every day I'm scared. Even when I'm needed, I don't dare. This resentment brims with pain. Someone tell me why. Instead of strength, I've oceans in my eyes. In the Odyssey, Elpenor gets drunk and falls off of the roof of Circe's palace, leading to his death. Later on, Odysseus finds him in the underworld. Now, in much older drafts of Epic, Elpenor used to actually play a significant role, but now he just makes most of his appearances in the Ocean Saga. He used to have a moment in the underworld, but I ended up scrapping it because it came out a lot funnier than I intended. I died and nobody noticed. I died and nobody cared. Elpenor, how did this happen? When did you meet your despair? I drank wine from a chalice on top of Circe's palace and fell and broke my neck in shame. But what do you care? So many deaths happen under your reign. I love politics, and it breaks my heart that this beautiful send-off was cut. If I would fight for a song to be included, this would be the one. I guess I can understand why it wasn't included in the Underworld saga, because it was gonna make the song longer than it needed to be. I also read somewhere that the song was actually supposed to be part of an abandoned subplot in Ismarus. Either way, it should have been included, because in Epic, Odie doesn't really explore the guilt he feels for Politis' death. I believe that this song could have given Odie some closure. I mean, we do get it in the Underworld, but this would have been more impactful.
It's time to move on, my friend.
Apologies.
I can tell you're getting tired. You can rest here by my fire. But try to move on, my friend.
How? Apologies.
Think of all that we have been through. You'll survive what you get into. I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed.
but you have a life that you've got to live. Keep us in your heart to bring us home, friend. Give all the kindness you can give. I know that you fear we blame you for this, but I'm telling you that isn't true. Don't forget the way that our friendship kindles a warmth inside of you. I hope you know this life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. I see in your face there's so much guilt inside your heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Greet the world with open arms.
You can let go, my friend.
This is one of a few Penelope-centered songs. Here, Odie is asking Aphrodite, the goddess of love, to help him get Penelope. Although the tune is catchy, the song ultimately doesn't fit their love story. If Odie asked the goddess of love to cast a spell on Penelope, it just sounds wrong, and it just makes their love feel manufactured instead of genuine.
Aphrodite, can you guide me? Tell me what she wants to hear. Can you help me? Cast your spell, please. Strike her with love so severe. Oh, show her my love is sincere.
Another Penelope-centered song where Odie is asking a goddess to help him get Come on! Another Penelope-centered song where Odie is asking a goddess to help him get Penelope, but this time he's asking Athena. This fits better than Sincere.
Penelope is her name. She's the smartest girl in the game, and 17 was the age that I knew that we'd be engaged. She was out of my league and out of this world, but I couldn't seem to get over this girl. So I asked for help from the one I trusted the most. You have got to be kidding me. Athena, you gotta help me meet the girl of my dreams. I've seen her and I need her to be mine. Believe it, I'm in love and I mean it. Her name's Penelope and I need her to be mine.
This was supposed to be Penelope's solo song, but I guess it was replaced by The Challenge, which in my opinion is a better song. This one is still a bop, but The Challenge, man, that song is just perfect.
I was young when we met, so long ago, but I won't forget my love. My friend said you'd stay by my side till the end, but the world had plans and the war needed hands, and with a mind like yours there is a price you pay. But you're more than a warrior, you're a husband and father, and since you've been gone I take it day by day. It's been 20 years, I'm sitting right here, I'm waiting hoping maybe you will come home soon. I'm weaving the shroud to keep out the crowd, 104 but none of them compared to you. 'Cause hope is all that I've got, so I hold you close to my heart, and I keep on waiting, I keep on waiting for you to show, for you to come home.
Pick Me is a cute song of how Odie and Penelope met. It's another backstory with cut characters. It doesn't really fit the structure of Epic.
Men and women of Greece, I present to you the most beautiful woman in the world, my daughter, Princess Helen of Argos. Pick me, 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 pick me. I've heard the stories, I've heard the songs, and they don't come close to the truth. 'Cause Helen's beauty is more than strong. Helen, I would go to war for you. Menelaus, Odie, you've gotta help me get her. If she's not mine, I'll never, ever live this one down. Menelaus, don't you worry, I've got you, trust me. I've got a plan, so don't go giving up on me now. Let's go get her. Pick me, 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 that it has its advantages. Helen, the savages, look at them fighting relentlessly. They beat each other up senselessly. Jealous, Penelope? No. Cause sooner or later you're gonna be in my shoes. Sooner or later you're gonna have to choose too. Says who? Don't forget that these men want power. Power so they can tower and place themselves above. Silly Helen, how's this? Some intellectual prowess over some savage now is just not my time for love. Excuse me, miss, for you, if you would let us pass through, I promise it would be the greatest choice you've ever made. We're only here for love, love and a bit of luck too. Luck's nothing more than figuring out the right time and place. Exactly, your grace. Excuse me, Mr. King, the name is Otis. He is from overseas. I came to give some counsel. Look outside, those men who fight will ignite. Oh, riot, riot. But I've got a plan, we should try it, try it. I know how to keep the men quiet, quiet. How'd you get in here? Silence, you may proceed. Thank you, your majesty. Now, to avoid this travesty, I propose that the men swear an oath to the gods that whomever Miss Helen selects, the men will protect. In effect, everybody prospers, everybody wins, cause everybody wants a chance at Helen. And only those who swear the oath can win the eligibility to be her husband. A man of reason, how swell. I expect you'll swear to the oath as well? For you, your highness, of course. Who knows what the future may tell. Who's that man? Look at him, sweet talking. My father, I've made my choice. You're the one for me, you're the boy. Oh, but Helen, take my word for it, Menelaus is right for you. On top of that, you're not the one I choose. Excuse me? What? Picked me, he picked me, he picked me, she picked me.
This was actually the original Get in the Water. It still has some snippets that were included in Get in the Water. Even the beat. I'm sure I'm not in the minority when I say Get in the Water is an upgrade.
There you are, coward. There's an anger that festers, a pain that's worse than death. Take a stranger, make him lesser, strip away what he has left. That's where I'm at, that's where I've been. I don't know who I'm meant to be. I was a ruthless god, but you took that away from me. For what kind of man cannot avenge his crying son? What kind of monster gets outsmarted and outrun? What kind of god doesn't get to end what is begun? In vain, in vain. Every night my son wakes from nightmares submerged in fright. He dreams of the monster who took his sight, then cries 'cause his dad failed to make things right. Hate, my son now regards me with hate. No chance at redemption, no room for clean slate. The one thing I love learned to hate me for 8 long years. But hey, if my world must go down in waves, if there is no love left to say, I'll make sure it wasn't in vain. 'Cause I'm about to bring the pain. Nobody, where did your friends go? All of the ones that I let go. Don't tell me they're dead now, that would be such a letdown. 'Cause you don't know what I know, I will make your mind blown. All your friends died in vain. Their deaths were no more than stains. For nothing, they were slain. Your trials have all been in vain. 'Cause I'm about to bring the pain. This is
Now, in the first draft of Epic, Odysseus and his men, after the song Full Speed Ahead, go to this place called Ismarus, the land of the Cicones. And so because Odysseus and his men are short on food and supplies, Odysseus orders Eurylochus to grab some men and raid the city of Ismarus, but he tells him to not use lethal force. Now, remember, this was very early on in the Epic process, so I was still figuring out how to incorporate all of the major themes and how to express each of the characters. So there are different versions, different drafts of how this stuff played out. In one version, Odysseus tells Eurylochus to not use lethal force, and then Eurylochus grabs some men, he goes to raid the city, but then later, as he's there, he's like, okay, this doesn't make any sense. We're trying to like raid the city and take all of their food and supplies, and they're going to be doing everything they can to prevent us from doing that. And so if we're not using lethal force, that puts us at risk. And so Eurylochus is like, screw this, we're not going to listen to the captain, we are going to use lethal force.
Low on provisions, low on supplies, 600 guys sail north towards the port of Ismarus. Isn't this
The land of the Cicones.
Yes.
weakened and feeble from fighting the war? The Cicones keep their food hidden stored in Ismarus.
Alright, listen up.
The captain and his men devise a plan.
Yes, sir. We're currently fighting against the current. We're low on nourishments and it's impossible to flourish. We are low on food, low on supplies. Need to feed 600 guys. Need to beat this fleeting time with speed and resources in mind. Fellow brethren, together we need a plan. Do we raid the nearest city or leave and take a chance? Whoever wishes to speak, please take a stand.
Eurylochus is second in command.
Captain, why not take the boar by the jugular and hit him where it hurts now? Captain, victors of the war, we don't have to ask permission or for trust now. Raid that city, sack that town. Where was their pity when they struck our men down? Captain, tell me, did we come this far so we could all starve now?
If we don't get that food, our lives are lost.
If you take a life to save a life, does it justify the cost? Wait! There must be another way. Polites, the captain's best friend. Why don't we leave the bloodshed for another day? The war is over, let's do no harm. Let's find a place with open arms. Get what we need, we'll play it safe and make it home.
Even if we found another place, we might have these same problems.
Assuming you'll live long enough to solve them.
Captain,
Rally half the troops. You'll raid the city of Ismarus tonight.
yes, Captain.
Eurylochus,
Captain.
our men are not to use any lethal force in this fight.
Sir, wait. Let me get this straight. You want no lethal force in a city-wide raid?
That's correct.
But sir, what exactly do you expect?
No lethal force, don't kill. What about that doesn't connect?
There's a reason I object. Forgive me, sir, but that's preposterous. The second we attack, there's bound to be some deadly consequence.
I don't care! I gave an order, enough said. The war was full of gore, no more of this bloodshed. Just steal what we need and then retreat.
What keeps you up so late at night, my friend?
All I hear are screams. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Only nightmares of those who've died. Nothing's what it
Nothing's what it
seems.
seems. Not every choice is black and white.
I keep thinking of the infant from that night. I keep thinking of the infant from that night.
Hey.
Same night we got married, but since then that promise is the burden I've carried. Because right here and now the situation's getting hairy, and this man has a plan, but I'm planning the contrary. No lethal force, we are raiding a city trying to survive. It's not supposed to be pretty, and what if they resist? Do we sit idly by and quietly die because of what our captain decides? No!
Where is he? Where is the man with the strongest will?
I am standing right here!
Where is he? Where is the man who's unafraid to kill?
Cause in our
Darkest days, the promises are dry.
And so they raid the city of Ismaris, and they use lethal force. Later on, Odysseus and his men get ambushed by other people from Ismaris who are angry about having Ismaris raided. This led to the loss of, I think, 72 of Odysseus' crew.
Raid the city of Ismaris. Raid the city of Ismaris. Raid the city of Ismaris. Eurylochus, unhand him right this second. This has gone way too far. I taught this man a lesson. Turns out his son was armed. I don't care, this man's a priest, he's not to be harmed. You're free to go, sir. I'm sorry for the trouble we've caused. That man, he killed my son, and he will pay for your loss. Have you no compassion? Have you no concern for those on the other side? For the other guy, you've provoked the ally factions, all because your thirst for blood was so profound. They were already down. Oh, come now, you don't really think we're different. We're one and the same. We're not the same. You don't get to have all the power and none of the blame. You're not saving any lives by killing an innocent boy. Then what in Olympus's name did you do in Troy? We're one and the same. Ambush, ambush, ambush. 300 men will tend to the boats, and 300 men will defend them. Go!
All these songs were part of the abandoned Ismaras saga. It's interesting because it shows that Ismaras was intended to be the first island they go to instead of Polyphemus. Another interesting thing is that it builds on the conflict between Odysseus and Eurylochus.
Sometimes mercy has a price, sometimes you gotta be cold as ice. Empathy makes you good, but it does not make you right. Sometimes mercy disappears, sometimes you're better off using fear. The world is insincere, this cannot be the way. Bodies on the ground, the raids persist in Ismaris, they're slaughtering the town. No peace, but a showdown. Eurylochus' dissidence has crossed the line now. You should kill him. No, cause then we'd be one and the same. You should kill him. No, those deaths would then be in vain. Spare all the innocent citizens, let them run free. In honor of those who've died, return half the supplies. Yes, sir. Sometimes mercy has a price, sometimes you gotta be cold as ice. Empathy makes you good, but it does not make you right. Sometimes mercy disappears, sometimes you're better off using fear. The world is insincere, this cannot be the way. This cannot be the way. Sometimes mercy has a price, sometimes you gotta be cold as ice. Empathy makes you good, but it does not make you right. Sometimes mercy disappears, sometimes you're better off using fear. The world is insincere, this cannot be the way. 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 The blood on your hands is something you can't lose. All you can choose is whose. This cannot be the way.
Poseidon was also gonna play a vital role in pushing the conflict between OD and Eurylochus.
You rely on wit and people die on it. Whoa.
What is this?
An offer that can't be refused, a chance you can't lose, declining aligns you with certain doom.
Who are you?
You'll know when you're ready. An offer, take orders from me, you'll do the right thing and keep those you love right under your wing.
Why choose me?
Wouldn't you
like to be king.
Comfort Zone builds on the loss of the 72 men in the Ismaras saga. This is a conversation between Perimedes and Elpino. What's interesting is that the men in this Ismaras saga know what Odie did to the baby, something that's never addressed in Epic. And they also question his leadership, so it's not only Eurylochus.
528 men under his command. 528 men under his command. 528 men under his command. 528 Perimedes. Yo, captain's gone soft. 72 of our dudes are now lost.
He hasn't been the same since Troy. I heard he had to kill an evil baby boy.
Oh please, give me that baby and I'd eat it off a tower.
What?
I don't love anybody, that's my power. Cause if I've got nothing to lose, then I've got nothing to fear. And there's no way I'll get bruised if I don't let anyone near. Cause it's me, myself, and I can't fall if I don't fly. Can't fail if I don't try. I'm in my comfort zone, I'm in my comfort zone.
The melody for What If I'm the Monster was first heard in a cut song between Odysseus and a peculiar character named Elpenor. The premise of this song was that Perimedes, another side character, was found after he consumed some of the lotus from the Lotus Eater's island. Elpenor was making the argument that they should leave Perimedes on the Lotus Eater's island because Perimedes was depressed, and with the lotus, Perimedes was experiencing bliss. This is how that interaction between Odysseus and Elpenor went.
Maybe we should leave him. What? Look at how he sleeps. Look at how he's smiling. It's the first real one in weeks. You don't know him like I do, which is why you'd be perplexed if you knew how he would hide the truth. Deep down he was depressed.
Don't let him convince the other men.
So what, are we supposed to abandon those who are hurting, desert them, leave them out to burn when words are not working? No, we support them however they need. We let them be happy and free. It's not my job to make him happy, it's my job to bring him home. How do you know he hasn't found it? We shouldn't make him have to go. Maybe I'm a monster, maybe I'm in the wrong. Maybe I'm the problem that's been hiding all along. I'm a slave to my ambition, a prisoner of my drive. And I have got this mission, and I cannot compromise. And you'll just have to cope with that.
So originally, Intenuous was supposed to survive Odie's arrow to the neck and stab Odie, and Telemachus along with Athena was supposed to come to his rescue. Ultimately, the epic version of events play out better because Odie has literally survived gods and monsters, so the suitors should be easy meat for him. They shouldn't pose any serious threat.
I built it. Got you, old king. You thought it would be that easy. You thought you still own the throne. This kingdom is for the keeping. I don't plan to die by your bow. Hey fellas, look who I found. The king we thought was dead. Let's give the queen his head. For a king, you must be damned. You spent years fighting gods and monsters just to die by my hand. Get away from him! It's the prince. Father, don't you worry, you'll no longer fight alone. Son, let's destroy these monsters and return you to your throne.
ready.
Olive Tree is a song that broke so many people's hearts for not being included. It was replaced with Will You Fall in Love with Me Again. I mean, the olive tree was included in Will You Fall in Love with Me Again, so I guess that's a good consolation.
Carved it into the olive tree where we first met.
Now, don't get me wrong, Olive Tree is an amazing song. It's more personal and intimate, and I believe that's why it was replaced. This is supposed to be the final song of this crazy journey where the hero finally reunites with his lover. Will You Fall in Love with Me Again is intimate but grand in scale. It encompasses everything Odie went through to return home and his fear that Penelope may not love the new, broken and traumatized version of himself. So although I love Olive Tree, Will You Fall in Love with Me Again closes the journey beautifully.
Before you take another step closer, before we let our eyes connect, I'd like to tell the story of my husband. I'd like to pay him one last respect.
Okay.
Where to begin? How long's it been? So many years ago, we were just kids. We met in silence here on this island, and I won't forget he'd invite me like this.
When the day sleeps, I'll be waiting at the olive tree. All of me wants to be next to you. When the stars shine, then it's our time at the olive tree. Come with me, love.
Every night we'd spend our time talking for hours. We'd watch the sunrise. Oh, I adored him. I'd have died for him, but then the war came and it took him away.
While I'm fighting, you can find me in the olive tree. Promise me you know I'll come back to you. When the stars shine, then it's our time at the olive tree. I will return, love.
Oh, the years pass by and all my tears won't dry, and so I'll move our wedding bed away from here.
How could you say this? I built our wedding bed into that olive tree. I gave it all of me, all for you. You don't know how much I missed you, my God.
It really is you. How long has it been?
20 years.
I'd wait forever for you.
I love a lot of these songs, but if I were to pick one to be included in the saga, I'd probably choose Open Arms Reprise, and I'd probably call it Let Go, and I'd squeeze it in between Ruthlessless and Puppeteer.
How long's it been? So many years ago, we were just kids. We met in silence here on this island, and I won't forget he'd invite me like this. When the day sleeps, I'll be waiting by the olive tree. shine. Then it's our time at the olive tree. Come with me, love.